Okay. Hi, everybody. Hello. I'm going to try to talk louder today because I know I got some feedback yesterday that I was a little bit whispery. So I'm going to try to do better today. I have a bombshell. Bombshell, you guys. Bombshell. And I wasn't planning on doing a video today. I was actually going to go do some errands today, get my nails done, go to the grocery store. I did not have this whole video thing on the map at all. But I woke up this morning and I don't know, drank my coffee. I decided to go look over on Twitter X. And I don't go to Twitter X a lot because I just don't. But I probably should because there's a lot of conversation over there about this Kirk conspiracy. But I decided to go over there and look today, and I saw a tweet from Baron Coleman. And he was talking about how his stream was removed off of YouTube. And I was like, whoa, that's interesting. Well, I saw the stream last night, and honestly, I was just too tired to watch it. I love Baron. I love his content. I do. But, I mean, I don't always have time for like a 3-4 hour stream. And a lot of you guys on YouTube know that, I mean, there's just a lot of content on this on YouTube. I mean, you could pretty much watch it from 9 o'clock in the morning all the way through the day till like 10 o'clock at night. You know, there's a lot of big streamers doing long streams all day long. And the only one I really watch faithfully every day is Candace. I love Candace, and I love that she like puts a lot of information into 1 hour. I love that, you know, because I'm busy. I got a job, I have kids, I have grandkids, I have volunteer obligations. You know, I have a lot of stuff going on, so I can't always watch like all the long content. And I wish I could. I wish I was retired, but I'm not. I got to work. You know, I got to do things. So, anyhow, I saw the stream last night, and I was like, oh, you know, whoop-de-doo. You know, at first, I saw the title that Lori has a secret, you know, charity. I'm like, oh, whatever. You know, Lori's probably got a jillion charities. What's the big deal about this charity? And I didn't really think that much about it at the time. I was like, well, maybe I'll listen to it tomorrow when I'm doing stuff around the house. But when I saw it got removed, I was like, oh. So I had to go over to that other place and watch it, or 2x speed through it. And I was like, wow. And one name kept jumping out in my mind to go look at, you know, my discernment, my intuition. One name, you know, he Baron spilled off a bunch of names, like 10, 15 names that were associated with this charity, okay? But one name really kept jumping out to me, and I decided I was going to look into that name. So I grabbed my research laptop, and I looked into this name, and OMG, oh my gosh, bombshell. I think we can now tie together what Erica was doing in New York Top Model Management, or whatever it's called, the modeling agency in New York. We can now tie that together with what Baron was talking about last night. So I'm going to try to like explain this without hopefully getting yanked too. I'm going to be careful saying this person's name, but it rhymes with taco, okay? This person's name rhymes with taco. And it's wild because do you guys remember America's Next Top Model? You know, you want to be on top. Remember that America's Next Top Model with Jay, and Miss J, and Jay Mitchell? You guys remember that? Well, that show, interestingly, that show ran from like the mid 2000s to like 2012. But something else started up in 2012, and that was America's Next Top Christian. I kid you not. America's Next Top Christian. That's not the exact acronym. The exact acronym all right, is Actors, Models, and Talent for Christ. Yes, you heard me right. Actors, Models, and Talent for Christ. They were going all over the country trying to recruit people for Jesus to to perform for Jesus. I kid you not. It's outrageous. Well, this person, Jaco Booyens, was a scout. I found a news article, and I'm going to post it. I'm going to put it into this video probably towards the end because I only get so many minutes on the free software or whatever, but I'm going to put it towards the end so you guys can see it, read it for yourself. I'm going to send this to Candace, okay? I'm going to send all my research to Candace. I'm going to send her where to look on the way back. I'm going to tell her where to find this PR because back in the day, like back in the 2000s and like the 2010s, you used to be able to like put out these press releases for yourself, and they weren't like real press releases, but you could like pretend they were press releases and to make yourself look like more official or more, you know, higher up or whatever to elevate yourself. And that's what they were using, this America's Next Top Christian. So this person, Jaco Boo, was a scout for Actors, Models, Talent for Christ, will host auditions in Baltimore, Maryland, Saturday, September 7th, 2013. Well, gee, that's interesting. And you scroll on down and you read the PR, and here's what it says. Host in America's Next Top Christian Scout. Jaco is a professional athlete who was called to the entertainment industry. Jaco was a child actor in South Africa, and he grew up to be a rugby star. Imagine that. He transitioned to football by signing with the Canadian Football League. He was also in the NFL as a kicker. In addition, Jaco was a successful model, but he was intrigued by talent management. So he started working as an A&R rep for Sony. Sony! How do you just stumble into a job at Sony, I ask. I don't know. I guess if you have the right connections, it's not too hard to get into Sony. While at Sony, Jaco specialized in finding new talent, but also their overall development. Today, Jaco is a worldwide speaker on the role of Christians in arts and entertainment. He speaks God's vision into the lives of his performers. God is raising an army of actors, models, singers, dancers, and comedians. Yes, to become positive role models, you guys. They just care about us so much. Oh my gosh. Bringing the word of the Lord through acting. Imagine that. I'm disgusted. I'm totally disgusted by this. So I'm being like facetious. But it's America's Next Top Christian, and I mean that AMTC. I'm using my made-up acronym of America's Next Top Christian, but it's AMTC. America's Models, Talent for Christ, okay? Actors, Models, Talent for Christ. Actors, Models, Talents for Christ. I'm making up the acronym America's Next Top Christian, just to make that clear. But yeah, Actors, Models, and Talents for Christ, also known as America's Next Top Christian, has been the starting point for hundreds of successful artists and grads like Tim Urban, singer-songwriter, with the latest YouTube Tears for Hallelujah, Marja Bradley, international fashion model, and the top 10 newcomers for this season now signed with DNA in New York and Viva in Paris. I mean, there's choreographers, there's, oh my gosh, you guys. It is wild. And I also printed up the news release for Chicago. They also did a recruitment, America's Next Top Christian in Chicago. Just in case you were wondering, back in 2013, The Voices Season 4, Charles Michael David, commercial model, actor, switched at birth in Grey's Anatomy. I mean, they were off recruiting people to be influencers, actors, and talent. So I'm wondering, who are these people? How many of these people are out there? I mean, they were going to hundreds of cities and recruiting hundreds of actors for Christ, for Jesus. So, yeah. Now I understand why I'm doing this, to be honest. And about a year ago, I started feeling this urge from God to start a YouTube channel, and I was very hesitant because I'm an introvert. You know, I was just like, why me? I mean, there's a jillion people better than me that could be doing this. Why should I be doing this? What do I have to offer? I'm not charismatic on the camera, but now I'm kind of starting to get it. Because I'm not afraid to talk about the fakery that's out there. And even if this only reaches like the right 2 or 3 people, that's fine. That's fine with me. Just let this get to the right person that they can like actually share all this safely with their audience. But I went and I looked at their website back in the day, America's Next Top Christian. And of course, that's my acronym. AMTC is a part of God's movement in media. It's clear bad is bold in entertainment. We believe good must be bolder. This organization, Actors, Models, Talents for Christ, prepares performers in 2 essential ways. This is just nutshell. But, sorry, I have allergies. But this was the part that really threw me. This was the part that, this is really upsetting. Can I bring babies and toddlers to the audition? The minimum age to audition is 4. 4 years old. You heard me right. 4 years old. So you could bring a 4-year-old child, to audition to be an actor for Christ. That is outrageous. That's so freaking outrageous. Like, what's going on here? What is going on here? So I printed some yesterday. I don't know if you guys can see this. I printed up like Erica and Jeffrey Epstein's timeline. And I think what I'm talking about here with this person that's affiliated with Lori can be tied into what Candace was talking about yesterday too. Like one big machine, y'all. One big machine. And there was even an ad on the website. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like, well, you probably can't see it because I have a Fisher-Price camera. But God is raising an army of actors, models, singers, dancers, and entertainers. God was raising an army. And of course, you had to sign with this management company, which, I mean, I guess we knew they were all there. But, yeah, they were recruiting 15 years ago for this. And they were praying. Here's how I see it. All right. I see it like they were preying on, like, new Christians. Like, and a lot of times new Christians are people that are kind of broken down. They're in a sad place. Some of them have just lost family. Some baby Christians have just recovered from drugs or alcohol. And I think this is like a vulnerable population. Like, it's a vulnerable population in our society. And I think these predators, for lack of a better word, were preying on these new Christians that wanted fame, maybe, or wanted a good paying job, or maybe they did feel like they could sing really good, they could dance really good, they could act really good. Maybe they went into this with like the best of intention. But I don't think the people that were recruiting them had the best intention. I just don't. Yeah, it's wild. But I wanted to bring you guys this because I think it's a bombshell. Honestly, I do. So if any of you guys want to like get this information to Candace, that would be awesome. I'm gonna email her what I have, and hopefully she can pull all this up, on the way back, and see everything that I'm seeing, and tie some strings together between what was happening in New York back then and what was going on all around the country looking for models. So, it's just wild. All right. I'm going to try to show you guys these news releases, and hope you have a great day. I hope this doesn't get yanked. So I'm sorry for the way I'm speaking. I just want this to get to more people. And again, America's Next Top Christian is my acronym, but it's Actors, Talent, Models for Christ. So, yeah. AMTC. Actors, models, talents for Christ. All right, you guys, have a great day. I'm going to put the PDF at the end of this. All right, see you later. Bye. Okay, you guys. Yeah, yes, you can tell I listen to Candace a lot, you guys. And I'm really like used to saying y'all, but here we go. God is raising an army of actors, models, singers, dancers, and entertainers. Actors and models for Christ. Interesting, right? Well, this is a very old press release from 2012, and this is just one press release. They were going everywhere, everywhere. They came to my town looking for talent. I mean, there must have been like 100 places they went. And the wild thing was is they would recruit these people. They would take them to like Orlando. I think it's Orlando for a big Shine convention or something. I think it was called. Yeah, the International Shine Conference in Orlando, attended by 60 to 100 of the top agents, managers, casting directors, and music industry professionals from both Christian and mainstream. Christian and mainstream. So this looks like to me a recruitment network. Okay. And this is what you guys can zoom in and read this. Just pause it, zoom in and read it. I don't want to like drag this out. I'm trying to keep the videos like 20 minutes, less than 30 minutes, because, you know, I know everybody's busy. I just want to try to squeeze as much information into like a small bit for you guys, and y'all can go do your own research and look into this yourself. But the mind-blowing thing to this is that they're recruiting 4-year-olds. 4-year-olds. I mean, that's insane to me. That's insane. And it just gives you a little bit of information on what to do at the audition. And this is a screenshot I took of Candace's timeline. So you can kind of match it up with what's going on with the America's Next Top Christian. And here's another, what did I do? Yeah, slide 5. This is Chicago, July 20th at the Crown Plaza in Chicago. So yeah, I just grabbed this just to show you guys that they were going everywhere looking for people. And now I'm really kind of suspicious about a lot of creators, to be honest with you. Like where, I don't know, this makes my mind spin. It really does. And I know there are like some authentic, true Christian influencers out there. I do. And I pray for you. I pray we all find them and not the people that are just acting and getting in bed with, I don't know, powerful entities that are just, I feel like just using Christ to manipulate our minds and to manipulate the public. And that just makes me sad that it's been turned to this, and that they might possibly be taking advantage of people in vulnerable places in their lives. And that makes me really, really sad. It does. But anyhow, y'all, I'm going to end this, and please like the stream. Please subscribe so I can hopefully do some of this live, and because I'm running out of like a hard drive space. This recording thing takes up a lot of space on your computer, apparently. But alas, I'm here for the fight. I'm here for the good side. I'm here for the light. So I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I hope this manages to stay up, but we'll see. Talk to you guys later. All right. Bye.